What's going on, guys? This is Phil from the Geeks vs. Games, and I'm here to bring you the conclusion of our next Sunday challenge. Like I said, this is just how we left it. We have Poe Dameron, full health, pilot skill 8. The links are in the description of what he actually has in his loadout. And then we have Dengar, who has 3 hull left, and Manaroo, who has 3 hull left. And you guys had a lot of discussions in the comments, and this is what you came up with. You decided in the end to go with a 2-bank maneuver for Poe Dameron. Before we do that, we'll first start with Manaroo. And Manaroo is going to be doing a 1 hard maneuver. So, unfortunately, Manaroo doesn't actually have a lot of options. His barrel roll would put him onto the asteroid, and if he were to go too far back, he would end up rocking himself, which you guys discussed in the comments. So in the end, what I'll end up doing is just taking a focus for Manaroo, and that'll be it. The second thing you guys talked about is the maneuver for Poe. So you ended up deciding a 2-bank maneuver for Poe would be the best option. And that puts him right about there. Because it's a white maneuver, you don't get BB-8's benefit in this situation. And from here, the important thing is to judge whether or not Manaroo will be an arc of his torpedoes if you still barrel roll. People said you should barrel roll. There was a couple of people that noted maybe a focus would be better because of the fact that Manaroo had Opportunist. But Poe does have push the limit, so it does kind of nullify that. Even if he does manage to barrel roll away and he's still an arc, he can still take his focus action and be defensive in that sense. So the barrel roll action will do which looks good. Looks like we're going to be out of arc. So that was the correct choice, I think, personally. And the second action would be a focus action, and you guys will take a stress for that. Now, you guys had a lot of things that you thought Dengar might do. He might fly away. He might try to turn in. He might try to block, as in bump himself on Poe. But that really couldn't happen here in this situation just because there's no way he can get around. There's no booster barrel roll action that allows him to contact Poe. You'd have to do so with a maneuver, and there's no maneuver that he has. So from here, what his maneuver is going to be, it's going to be a 2-sloop. So right now, as the Dengar player, and what you guys should realize is that Poe has Autothrusters. So right now, if we were to fire, Poe will get the opportunity to defend himself with the Autothrusters bonus. And that's not something we really want when it's getting this down to the wire in the game. And we need Dengar to do as much damage as possible so Manaroo has a good chance to finish him off. Because unfortunately, Poe versus Manaroo is not going to end that well for us, being the Dengar player. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to do a barrel roll. So that was his first action. His second action is going to be a focus. And he will stress himself out for that. So now, the important thing to realize is Manaroo's ability. It says, beginning of the combat phase, I can transfer any tokens that you have on Manaroo to any other character on the board that I control. So the important thing here to do is he's not going to be able to fire, and I want Dengar to survive. So I want to have as much opportunity to use it for offense and defense, his dice specifically. So from here, we're going to fire on Poe. We're range 1 with the title, which gives us 4 dice total. And we have 2 hits and 1 eye. So we're going to spend our focus to turn that into a hit, and we're still going to have 1 left over for defense. So Poe's going to be taking 3 damage this round. He gets 2 agility, and he rolls 1 evade and 1 focus. And we definitely want to spend our focus now. The main reason is because we don't know if we're going to roll another one of these focus, and we have the target lock already for attack. And target lock in general is going to be a more offensive attribute, when focus is we want to use as much as possible. So we're going to spend this focus because we have the opportunity to, and this nullifies 2 damage, so Poe will only be taking 1. So just to signify the damage he's taken, we're just going to use one of these neat little hit markers. So Poe is going to fire back. He is also range 1. He's going to get 4 dice with his target lock. So he rolls the exact same thing, a blank, a focus, and 2 hits. I definitely want to spend the target lock here because I need Poe to take Dash off the board. Because Dash put himself into a position where he's vulnerable, and I need to definitely take advantage of that. You guys definitely need to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, I rolled 2 more blanks, which isn't great. And Dash is going to get his opportunity with 2 defense dice. And he gets 1 eye and 1 blank. And I definitely want to spend here to bring that back up. The last attack, which is going to be out of arc with a turreted weapon, range 2. So he only gets 2 dice. He gets a crit and a eyeball, and Poe will get his defense with Autothrusters. And he'll turn one of those into an evade. So he's able to evade that last critical. Now in terms of who came out the best in this scenario, it's probably going to be... It's going to be hard because Dash, he took a normal hit. Poe took a normal hit and he lost the shield. But Dash is still alive. And in terms of where Dash can go, he could repeat the same swoop maneuver and stay behind Poe. Poe is currently stressed, so he won't be able to do any of that. Because this is a white maneuver, Dash could get away with it. The other thing that you guys have to worry about is the reason I turn this way is because of the fact that Dash and Jump Masters like turning to the left. So if I manage to keep pushing you this way and keep being able to make left turns, as the game goes on, I will still be able to continue to make left turns. He makes a lot of left turns. So as I chase, it's really important for me to set myself up into a position where I'll be able to use the Jump Master's green maneuvers to my advantage. And this is probably one of the scenarios where he will be able to. Unfortunately, it also means that Poe has kind of an idea of where Dash will end up. He knows that Dash wants to do a green maneuver to clear that stress, and he also knows that those green maneuvers are going to be leftward maneuvers. So he does have the opportunity to get into a position to block Dash. But if he blocks Dash, it does make him more predictable in the sense that Manaroo may be able to fire his torpedoes off. Now, Poe will have his actions as long as he does it correctly, but if he puts himself into a position where Manaroo has a good shot on him and can dump his torpedoes, his actions may not matter. Even if he is able to focus up and take his target lock, he has no more defensive actions besides Autothrusters, and he needs to be at range 3 for that. And the Jump Masters, they're just so mobile. I don't know how much longer Dash can survive without taking Poe off the board. So Dash may die next round, or if Manaroo is able to fire his torpedoes, Poe may die because, I mean, he's already down 1 shield, which means he's got 5 left, 5 total hit points left, and that's really hard. One bad roll on defense dice could really seal the deal for Poe Dameron. So I think you guys made the right choice, the best choice here. 2 bank with a barrel roll focus because you got out of Manaroo's arc and you forced Dash to remaneuver to get into the best arc as possible, mainly primary arc, so you don't get the bonus of Autothrusters. So as this game goes on, let's say for example, if we did complete the rest of these maneuvers. Let's say we wanted to block with Poe, and he did this one maneuver here, and it was super predictable, and maybe the Jump Master player was able to read it. I don't know if that's the best maneuver. I think it's more along the lines of shooting down this way, but maybe a 4 straight that would put you about here. And that 4 straight maneuver would prevent too much turning in from the dash player, because even a 1 hard, the 4 would end up just about here. You would end up bumping, so that's kind of exactly what you want, because that's still pretty far away and still be able to take all your actions, but it's not to the point that you have both dash and Manaroo shooting at you. And that's the one thing you guys need to take away from this. In a 2-on-1 situation like this, you only want one enemy shooting at you. The moment you get both of them targeting you, you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage. Doesn't matter how strong the ship is, the more opportunities you have to decrease the number of enemies that are shooting at you, the better off you're going to be. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, concerns, please leave them in the comments. I can't wait to hear it. And you guys will get the following Sunday video, Sunday challenge, either later tonight or tomorrow morning. So I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great night, and thanks for watching.